And hello, everyone. It's your boy. I mean, let's get this done quickly. Brain's a bit scrambled, a bit frazzled, guys, so bear with me. A few things to say on the start here. But I'm, of course, UK's finest. Ricky J. My phone keeps falling here. Bear with me, guys. That is why the picture you see, guys, is a little bit sideways. But this is the People's Wrestling Podcast. This is going to be a bit of a much shorter version. It's only be an hour long. But let's get on with this with my co-host of the most. He is a man himself all the way from Hollywood. You know him. You already know him. He is the man himself. It is, oh God, it is Sean Gold.
Boy, I gotta tell you, you keep fumbling that phone around like the WWE fumbles creative. We're gonna have some problems here.
It's gonna keep falling because I've got it perched on a picture frame.
Clearly, you don't have it perched at all, because a perch by definition is a spot that holds something higher up, but you keep on knocking it over.
Yes,
so
correct.
Why don't you just head back like Jacob Fatu and lay under some beams and some bookcases and
to make it look like my teeth are falling out,
and some fake teeth that are on the ground. We are back to the Vince McMahon 2019 era, or should we call it the AI era? I don't know.
Yeah, so how have you been since the last time you've been on?
Dude, it's been crazy. I'm sorry, guys, I haven't been on here. 3 kids, professional wrestling, shit gets crazy. It's been good, man. It's I got my ass kicked on Saturday night really a lot, which was really cool. Head out to my Instagram at Mr. Sean G18 or my Facebook page, and you will see my ass getting kicked. We're talking punches. We're talking 2 kendo sticks, blood pills in the mouth, the whole deal, right? The whole situation. It was good. It's storytelling at its finest. I was written off of Titan Championship Wrestling for the storyline, and I'll be wrestling. I'll be at Gremlin House Wrestling this upcoming Saturday, I guess a week from now. I'm actually going to be at the location today for a trunk or treat that we're sponsoring, because why not, right? Business is business. But it's been crazy, man. It's been absolutely crazy. I was up this morning at 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, a.m. It's 3:30 in the afternoon now, so it feels like it's a full day. It feels like it's 9 o'clock at night, but I got to keep it going. I'm in my wrestling attire, if you will. Let's go. Let's get into it.
So those that you want to follow Sean and find out more about him and find out what shows he's going to, which we'll very quickly promote at the end if we have time, but go and follow his Instagram. Do guys like and subscribe. I should have said at the beginning, like I said, still a little bit frazzled. Just, so that's that. But we'll kick off right away. I'm just going to speed through most of these. But let's kick off with the first segment. You guys should know what it is. And my phone fell again. And it's all about what we've been up to. So just a quick catch up with this. That is right. What's cooking at the table? So, oh God, sorry about that.
Everybody, what's cooking at the table is not his phone. Clearly.
Clearly.
What is cooking at the table?
I'm gonna put you up higher.
It will never happen. We're actually quite confused as to why it keeps falling. It's clearly not
higher. So this will be a rare one. Who's going to just do this standing just because it keeps falling. I am going to get that sorted. But quickly, what have I been up to? More of the same. Gym, the walking group. I'll go on. Did make one of these for Wrestle Dream, which we'll go over if we can, the predictions. So Wrestle Dream, one of those.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not even watching. So.
And did make another, coloured in another picture. The line on the light may be a bit bad, I don't know. But yeah, that's what I've been up to.
Bad. It looks like, yeah.
So yeah, that's what I've been up to. So yeah, what have you been up to since the last time you were on?
Yeah, like I said, wrestling in the ring. My daughter and I wrestled a 9-minute match, pre-match. It was myself versus her. She does not pull punches or kicks. She was doing like jumps off the top rope. I had a couple false finishes. I ended up losing the match. The wrestlers were reffing the match. It was 4 hours before the show or whatever. We're messing around, but it was like a 9-minute match. So I was pretty tired from that, and then I got into the show. Yeah, we got a trunk or treat tonight at the location of Gremlin House Wrestling, which is next week. Zilla Fatu, Zach Clayton, Journey Fatu. What?
The Sandman's there. Is going to be there, isn't he? The Sandman.
Sandman is going to be there. He will be doing stuff with me. Oni King, Alec Price, Janai Kai, Hollywood Haley J. So the card's good. If you guys are in the Jersey area, head out to it. But yeah, that's what I've been doing.
So yeah, seeing as Sean's talking about it now, we'll actually put it up now. We'll do it at the end, but I'll do it at the end as well. Yeah. Maybe we'll see if I've got time, but I'll put it up now. It's somewhere here, somewhere very quickly. And yes, there it is.
Yep.
So next weekend.
And actually, the new poster, which I didn't send you, the new poster I'm actually on, which is really cool because that's like my first. Obviously, I have my individual postings, but this one I'm actually on the actual poster. So it's when have you made it? You've made it when you're on the poster.
So that's next weekend. Is that? I'm guessing that's before Halloween Havoc. So,
Halloween Havoc.
12. Saturday. Next Saturday is 12 a.m.
It'll be during Halloween Havoc.
Okay then. Fair enough.
Because the only Havoc that's being happened is the Havoc in Hamilton, New Jersey. At that point.
Yes, the Sandman will be there. Hollywood Haley J. So those that watched Wrestlers, so the from Wrestlers fame, Zilla Fatu, acknowledge him. So yeah, go for anybody in the area. Go and catch Sean Gold himself.
Tommy Invincible will be there. Everybody knows who Tommy Invincible is.
Do they do like meet and greets with the?
Yeah, we'll do a meet and greet at 5 p.m. That's $10. Yeah, we'll do the meet and greet about an hour before, and we have a pre-show match with Devontae versus Jimmy Lloyd. Jimmy Lloyd is a GCW wrestler who wrestled with Matt Cardona. So yeah, it'll be cool. Running a show. So difference between Titan and Gremlin, right, is running a show, being a number 2 in a show, a little different than just being talent on the show. There's a lot more that gets involved in it. I was talking with the owners of the school, the PTO of the school today. It's just a lot of back end stuff that's not really fun, but you got to do it,
Yeah. So like I said, for those in the area, go and check it out next week during Halloween Havoc. So you guys can make the choice: stay home, watch Halloween Havoc, or go to a show with Sandman on, Zilla Fatu, Hollywood Haley J, and more. And of course, the man himself, Sean Gold. You can't. So yeah, so be there. But with that said, we'll quickly go into the next segment, which is all about the red carpet, all about glitz and glamour with this. That is right. Move. Sorry. So this is your announcement. Sorry, I'm still in your announcement. Sorry.
Movie talk. It's what the hell did you fucking watch? on TV? Did you see any movies? Did you see any shows? Have you had time? Did you watch Debbie Does Dallas porno with a little of that cream, right? That you like, and did you do any of those things? I think Ricky probably did watch a little bit. That's why his phone is slipping out of his hand all the time and falling out. Well, what did you watch? Please tell me this ridiculous 89-minute movie you probably watched. The Hills Have Eyes 72. Go.
Okay, well, all three movies star wrestlers, so here we go. So, Damon's Revenge, the little cameo from Tommy Dreamer. Tommy Dreamer was in this one.
Is that not Britt Baker? That's not Britt Baker?
No, Tommy Dreamer was in it. This was okay, decent slasher horror movie. So, the second movie, Stalker, with about 5 minutes of, and he's not a star of it, but Bret Hart's in it for about 2 minutes. It's certainly not a star of it at all.
Where do you find this hot garbage? Continue.
Just Google wrestlers movies, and they just come up. But he certainly wasn't the star of it. He was in it for 2 minutes. And the final movie, Little Hercules, starring the entire Hogan family and the Big Show. The Big Show's in this one as well. So, yes. Very B movie-esque. Peter Hulk Hogan is Zeus, and he just appears on Earth, and it's just very B movie, but still decent.
Is it okay? So, is it better than Suburban Commando? Probably not, right?
No, I think. Well, okay, and I know you're a big fan of Hogan, and he's your favorite wrestler of all time, but he never made a good movie. But his best movie was Suburban Commando, so no, definitely not. No,
not good. Was it better than Mr. Mom? Was it Mr. Mom?
Was Mr. Nanny? Yeah, that's not great.
Was it better than No Holds Barred?
Well, no, because it was about. Well, No Holds Barred wasn't really a movie. It wasn't her. No, is it better? From the wrestling sense, no, because that's what No Holds Barred was. It's all about wrestling. So
yeah,
it wasn't. It certainly wasn't known for his acting, was it? No Holds Barred. It was just.
Well, I think that I think that when you look at like the 1980s type wrestlers, when they got into movies, it was strictly like slapstick, stupid comedy, or like some kind of fake fucking action film. Right? I don't think that they were remotely taking it seriously. Like, I don't think that the movie scene was really taking it seriously. Even when John Cena first started in acting, it was the Marine, right? Like, it wasn't like they started like how it was back in the 80s, where it's like some action thing. The Rock the same way, Batista the same way, The Miz the same way, right? And I think that all of them started this layer of like, I'm a former blah blah blah, and I gotta save the girl.
Yeah, Austin in his first movie, The Condemned, that was a good first movie for
Austin,
a wrestler.
Right? Yeah, but again, it was just to beat up somebody, right? They play the person that can beat up somebody. Kevin Nash's best character was the dude in Magic Mike. Because that was the range, right? That was a rangy character, right? When nobody knew what John Cena was about, and then he came out with like movies that like showed his chops, his funniness, his personality. The Rock was different. Remember, The Rock started with what did The Rock start with? Scorpion King.
Mama Returns, but then The Scorpion King is a full movie, yeah.
A full movie. Then he went to The Rundown, right, with Sean William Scott. Then he was like The Game Plan, which was a football player, so that's like kind of right up his alley. Tooth Fairy, not up his alley. He had some acting chops with it, right? Some funniness to it. Then he went to action, and as he built his body up, right, to the more circular Barry Bonds type look, if you will, he started to get more and more action. right? I mean, it wasn't until now that he's getting that drama sense.
And I really liked, not just because The Rock was in it, I really liked the Smash. I went to watch the Smashing Machine the day it came out. Great movie. Has some scenes you don't even know it's The Rock. Apparently, it did very.
That's where the money is, right? So everybody thinks like he's the highest paid actor in Hollywood, right? Well, if you're doing 74 fucking movies, you're going to be the highest paid actor. But I think this is where, listen, if for some reason he does get an Academy Award nomination and even an Emmy Award nomination, right? That puts your skill set in another sense, right? Now we'll take an example really quickly. The guy from Shameless, Jeremy Allen White, right? Jeremy Allen White was from Shameless. Let's be clear. Then he was the guy in The Bear, right? Then he was in The Iron Claw as one of the brothers, and now he's doing Bruce Springsteen, right? And so once you've made it to that level of covering an actor of some sort, covering a musician or an autobiography type thing, you're going to get better and bigger roles, and now you're going to command different kinds of money.
But very quickly back to the Smashing Machine. Apparently, he's not done very well at all in the box office.
I don't think it will. I don't think the Iron Claw did very well, right? Right. It's not. We have to get away from the thought process of that, right? Because though the Smashing Machine is not gonna. It's not Wicked. It's not like a Avengers movie. There's no cult following, and it doesn't have to do good. If you really think about it, 7 times out of 10, even probably more than that, probably 8 or 9 times out of 10, the movies that get the most awards are movies that you and I have never fucking seen, or they're like, we'll wait till it comes out on demand and you'll get it then, or you'll wait till it comes out on like Netflix or Prime and you'll watch it there, like, and that's okay because a lot of those films are like deep films, like deep thought films, and those type of films are not going to make money at the box office.
Very true. Very true. Have you caught any shows or movies since the last time you were on? Nothing. Okay.
I'm watching Gossip Girl. I'm watching Gossip Girl right now, I think. Yeah, it's in the background.
Is that a movie or is that a series?
The TV series, old school series with Leighton Meester, Penn Badgley, the dude from You, the murderer from You, Blake Lively, back in her Blake Lively hot days. Not really. I mean, I go back between that and Cobra Kai. I just hung out on Wednesday with Ralph Macchio for a little bit. Was there also with Charlie Sheen, who I didn't quite know he was there. I don't think. Like, he didn't even know where he was at that moment. But yeah, it's just an old CW show that's on Netflix, and I go between that and Cobra Kai. I'll probably start some. I mean, I'm not watching Wrestle Dream tonight because there's no point in me paying $40 and then going to sleep midway through. I'm just too tired, so I'll probably watch something. And to be honest, we'll talk about it. Nothing really got me excited about it, so we'll talk about that in a few minutes.
Yeah, the card itself looks.
They just had a pay-per-view.
And this is not me because it's not WWE. It's I look at the card and I think
it's just they just had a pay-per-view. Chill out. You know what I mean?
They're becoming like WWE one every month now. It's
right.
Whatever. Don't get me started.
5 or 4. Do 6 at max for the year. You know what I mean? Build. So, all right, let's go to the next segment. Let's go for it.
Yeah, very quickly into the next segment is read all about it because it is, and there's only one news story with news and headlines, and it's really a news story last week that I didn't cover, so really nothing this week. It's more last week that I wanted to cover and didn't. I forgot. As soon as I finished, I forgot. I didn't cover that, and that is the last week's Come on. WWE releases. So we had Wesley, which was a shocker to me.
That was a big one.
Stevie Turner, the Evolve general manager. Why you would get rid of her, I don't know, but there we are. And then the rest really weren't a shocker at all. Jamar Hampton, Jim Tyler.
That motherfucker got a big ass mouth on him, yeah.
And BJ Ray from LFG. I thought BJ Ray you could have kept up.
He was always injured.
For those that watch LFG, he's a good heel, but those aren't a shocker. Stevie Turner, again, why would you get rid of her?
And then the Wesley thing was big, but I don't think he was main event. He wasn't going to be on the main event roster, so there's no reason to keep him. I do expect him to go back to TNA at some point. I think that's okay, you know?
Yeah, I suppose, yeah.
I mean, look, here's the deal. You saw with Jasmine Nix's contract. Jasmine Nix's contract was 68, right? 68 or 75,000 a year. I make way more than that. Oh, you little Hercules, exactly.
That.
Like, I think her contract was like that. Like, I understand. You know what I mean? You have to understand sometimes.
Yeah. Do you think? Are you aware of Stevie Turner? I know you don't watch Evolve, but do you know who she is? No. Okay.
You told me she was the general manager of Evolve. Evolve, the show that gets as many people as Gremlin House. I don't know. Okay.
I personally like Evolve, but that's maybe just me. I don't know. I know he doesn't get many views, but
is Jackson Drake still there? Yeah, I know Jackson. I've met Jackson a few times. I'll see him again. He and I think we'll talk to each other. I think we'll see each other on the 14th of November. I'll message him. I think I'm definitely seeing him on the 16th of November, a PWJ show that I'm working as well. I think I'm on the show on the 14th. So I'll message him. He and I've talked a few times.
What's he like? Nice guy.
No, to be honest with you, I haven't really met anybody in the business so far that isn't nice. Like, really. I mean, Zilla's pretty nice. I mean, I know he's an asshole. Like, he's supposed to be an asshole. I think he's more businessy, but he's pretty nice. I'm very close friends with Emily J, that's on our show as well. She's wrestling Hollywood. Haley J. It's going to be my first time meeting her, but I'm sure she's going to be nice. Zach Clayton, who is Jay Wow's husband for Jersey Shore, he hit me up. So I think some of the cats at the Jersey Shore will be there next weekend. But I haven't really met anybody that Ortiz is fucking phenomenal. I call him Monkey, right? Ortiz is phenomenal. I'll be hanging out with Eddie Kingston as well on the 16th. He is wrestling with Ortiz in a tag match against Top Flight. Dante Martin. Dude, Dante Martin is such a nice guy. He and I were hanging out during GCW because Zeta was there. That they're dating. So he's super nice. Again, I haven't really met anybody that is an asshole. So
yeah, that's always good. So there's no notable dates as of for this week for wrestling. This week in wrestling history, I presume you've got no wrestling soapbox or anything like that.
Oh, I do.
Okay then. So I'll play a quick ad, get into that wrestling soapbox, and then get into some wrestling talk. Very, very quickly here. Let's play this. So that is right. Points to T's Goldman's won for those two shoutouts and an extra bonus shoutout as I induct into the People's Wrestling Channel Hall of Fame. With that said, so yes, Sean's got a wrestling soapbox for us. So very quickly, so let's play this to set it up.
Yes, bubbles. Bubbles, pretty bubbles in the air. By the way, that's a West Ham song. I forever blowing bubbles. So let's talk about it. And I'm not Trick Williams, but let's talk about it. The WWE is in very interesting times. Very interesting times. You've lost, or will be losing on Monday, your World Heavyweight Champion. You have lost your number one contender, let's be clear. Because Jacob Fatu was going to be the number one contender. Okay, we've lost him. You don't quite know what to do with Cody Rhodes. Right?
Yeah.
Let's be clear. Right? Have you ever seen a face take a belt and get DQ'd?
That's what it felt like in this match. I just felt like, what are they doing here? What is this? It just felt like they're just scrapping.
And you're putting out on headlines that you're using AI to book your creative. So listen, you are running in very dangerous areas. And I don't mean dangerous areas like someone is going to overtake you. So let's not get there. That's not happening. You're running dangerous areas because you're charging $30 for PLEs. You're creating a product that's okay. You're going to be running out of Cena in December. You're going to run out of AJ the middle of 26. I wouldn't be surprised if AJ is done after WrestleMania. Where WrestleMania will be his last match, maybe. You're running into a situation where you're not building stars. Braun is already a star. So don't get that twisted. The Vision situation of 6 months ended when it should have started. You didn't have a backup plan to be a leader. You didn't have Austin Theory. You could have done Brock, Braun, and Bronson. As a group, it would be called them the brah. But it'll do something funny, right? Little brah. And you're running into a dangerous territory where your creative is going to become obsolete. And what I mean by that is less and less people will need to purchase. And we'll get into WrestleDream because I feel like I have no need to purchase, right? And this is coming from somebody who's watched more AEW pay-per-views than anybody watching this podcast. Justifying the $39.99 all the time. I have no justification for tonight. I ordered TNA last Sunday. Last Sunday was my birthday. I ordered the TNA show. Why? For no other reason but to see the Hardys and the Dudleys, right? Now, I got Javon Evans. I got Leon Slater. I realized as I was staring at that ring that I think TNA might have the bounciest ring, no pun intended, bounciest ring of all the rings. And I was like staring at the bounce flex in the ring. Maybe because it was a black mattress. I was like, wow, that's pretty bouncy. And it was really cool, right? And WWE is in very dangerous territory because if people stop buying the PLEs, what's ESPN going to do? Now, the benefit is Survivor Series is coming up. Plans are going to have to get scrapped, figured out, It looks like an MFT Wyatt 6 Survivor Series match.
That's
and
exactly
look,
what I thought.
Right. And look, that's cool because it's a match. But let's be clear here. Survivor Series is meant to have a War Games match of substance where your continuation of storyline. Let's talk about it. The bloodline when Sami Zayn, right, rectified the fact that he was in the bloodline by turning on KO pretty much, right? Really truly aligning himself in the bloodline as Sami Uso. The return of CM Punk, the return of Randy Orton. Real storylines. Typically, we have one male and one female War Games match, right? So the one male match is that, and the one female match is what?
I couldn't even tell you. I could not tell you. No idea. I presume Kabuki Warriors and 3 others versus Rhea.
Territory. Right. dangerous territory. And if they're not careful, the only thing that people will watch is John Cena or care about is the John Cena situation. And then what happens in January? You have Royal Rumble. Maybe Chris Jericho comes back. Maybe, this Andrade situation is interesting to me. This 90-day situation. They need to just be careful because we're not stupid wrestling fans. This is not 2012, 2009. It's not. This is 2025 where if one bad thing goes wrong, we'll start calling you Vince McMahon. I'm jumping off my soapbox.
I completely agree. There's nothing I disagree with there. Yeah, completely agree. Certainly with the War Games, just cool to be. It'll be cool to see. Great spot for the MFT. Great spot for Wyatt 6, but that's the War Games match. Ugh. And then the women's, like I said,
I'd rather go back to the MFTs and the Bloodline.
Then, like I said, the women's
I thought if they were able to get the Usos and Roman in the cage, I thought that was the moment that Jay could turn.
Unless, again, when people have said it, are we getting worked? Is it going to be Punk, Rollins? Is it still go ahead with the match at Saturday night's main event?
And then I'll tell you what. If he gets worked again, if we get worked again by him, we're not going to care about him when he returns if there is injured.
So Rollins, Vision, that's where you had Austin Theory, somebody else versus Reigns, the Usos, Punk,
Brock.
And some.
I think that was the goal, and I think it's changing now.
But if we aren't getting worked, and we'll get into it very quickly, shortly. If Rollins is injured, MFT versus the White Six.
It's cool for a match, right? To say it's a match, but it delivers no storyline that we actually care about, and that will open Survivor Series.
And then Rhea, Io, and I couldn't tell you who the other three are, and then the Kabuki Warriors and another three.
Right.
I presume you're adding Becky Lynch maybe on the heel team and Maxine Dupree on the face team, but that's just me guessing.
You better have Rock versus Cena as your main event.
And it is why they shouldn't have a War Games every single year now. I
don't mind if you have a storyline that needs it.
It's better than Raw versus SmackDown because that was just awful.
And they have that now. They have that. It's called Crown Jewel.
And what did that do? Just whatever.
Nothing. What did that do? What did that do for anybody? It did nothing for anybody. It's a money grab, and like I said, WWE needs to be very careful because we're not stupid people. So what do we got? Let's go. We got 25 minutes. Let's go on wrestling.
Wrestling talk with this right here. So yes, Wrestling Roundup will begin with TNA. Bound Grid. I'll take it 2 matches at a time just to speed this up. So it was the Inspiration Elephant Brand for the Knockouts Tag Team titles. This was okay.
Okay.
Steve Macklin won back the International Championship from Kaz. That was a shocker. Nice, decent match. What did you think of this one?
That was a good match. I think it was a good match. I think it's set up perfectly for what you had later on that night.
Yeah, I agree. And I'm just reading these purely off Wikipedia because I can't even remember the match order. Anyway, Tessa Blanchard, Gia Miller.
Garbage.
Yeah, just the first half.
A better match than that.
Before it got into the 10-person match, I was just like, I wasn't really feeling it at all. But yeah, garbage. The Call Your Shots match was good. A lot of new faces I've never seen before.
It was good for what it was. Stupid ending, but I understand why they did it now.
You saw the return of what's he called? Leo, not real. Rich Swann. Rich Swann returned.
Yeah, I've met Rich before. He's really, again, also a really good guy, and it was nice to see him there.
BDE was in this, some YouTuber.
Never seen him. Don't know who the fuck he is.
There's a handful of names I'm reading out.
Yeah.
Your guy Zach Clayton was in this.
Yeah, Zach made himself a little bit more money, huh?
And the spot with Santino, that was cool. It
was funny.
I love that they're doing WWE stuff in another company, and that's cool. But yes, your winners, Nick Nemeth, Frankie Kazarian, interesting. So yeah, I thought this was interesting. What did you think?
Yeah, I thought it was interesting. I thought it set up interesting. We'll get into the final match of the night there, which I don't think that's the way they should have done it. But I thought I'm a huge fan of Nick Nemeth. I always will be. But I think inevitably this is a Frankie Kazarian title switch at some point, because they always talk about he's never won it, so he'll eventually win it.
Kalani retained over Indy. This was okay.
Awful match. Awful match. Like, not as bad as the Tessa match, but awful.
The 10-person intergender hardcore war was good.
So good.
Unique spots. The spots with the
so brutal. I loved it.
All of it was good.
Yeah, I loved it.
I would have had Order for a win, but the system took the win.
Yeah, that's still a good match. Yeah.
Match of the night, despite Doc State costing them the win or whatever they did.
What an awful thing for that. I would have had, when they got that extra 5 minutes, I would have then just had that another tie.
So Leon Slater, Javon Evans, fantastic match of the night, match of the week for me. So last week, match of the week for me. The Hardy Boys deleted.
Fantastic. That next match, fantastic psychology, right? Callbacks, throwbacks, phenomenal, right? The Ric Flair spot, pretty much, right? The look up, like, you just knew, like, phenomenal storytelling. Loved it.
Fantastic match all around. The Hardys, the Dudleys, table match for both the tag titles.
Love it.
Hardy Boys retired. Yeah, great match. And then to cap it off, your main event, Matt Santana brought home the TNA title.
It was a good match. That was a good match. I don't appreciate the fact that you have slated this situation for Santana as like this big moment, and then you have two ridiculous things that happen. I don't agree. I don't think that should happen, but it is what it is. Let's move on.
Yeah. Big win for Matt Santana, and I enjoyed the pay-per-view. Yeah. Very quickly, let's run through this week's Dynamite really quickly. So, GOA, Gates of Agony, went over the Hurt Syndicate's Shelton Benjamin, and I was
kind of shocked about that, but whatever. I was shocked by it. But they'll probably get their win back today. So
Claudio defeated Roderick Strong. Okay,
that actually was a very good match.
Kenny Omega and Jurassic Express over the Don Callis family.
Spotty at best.
Jamie Hayter defeated Sky Blue. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that was financial. I mean, that was visibly and visually very nice to watch. Go.
And in your main event, the Ops return against LFI.
It didn't matter.
Okay. For me, personally, I was going to say above a jobber, but that's just me, personally.
You're biased.
Well, very quickly, and we've got like minutes here, but you say every week, why don't I watch Dynamite? That's why. I don't know if you can read my notes. Probably not.
Here's what I'm going to throw it back to you, right? I'm going to throw it back to you. So on this scenario, right, with having 100 different fucking matches on all these damn shows on on these pay-per-views. It's done differently than WWE, right? So an example, if you're the United States champion on WWE, you're not wrestling on the PLE. If you're the Intercontinental champion, you might not wrestle on the PLE. If you were those champions in AEW, you're wrestling on the PLE. And so in these scenarios, you throw a bunch of people who are not on the who are not for the most part on the show, and you don't want to get the super people pissed. Like, you don't want to get Darby Allin hurt, even though he's fucking insane. You don't want to get Mox hurt. You don't care about Claudio as much. You have Samoa Joe in a match that is a triple. Is a three person trios title type thing. So you don't have him hurt. I don't think I never think go home shows are worth a damn anyway. Because the idea is to not get people hurt for the show.
Yeah, especially WWE, they just feel like so filler, just like they are what they are. But
you're gonna get three matches on a go home show for WWE, maybe.
So we'll speed through Raw, SmackDown, all of that. So the very first Raw in Australia kicked off with a Vision. Out comes Seth Rollins, cuts a promo.
Yeah, what a fucking shock that was at the end.
I actually forgot Raw was on early, and I had to re-watch the speed through the first.
It was 8 a.m. for me. It was great.
It took me 5 minutes to speed through because Rollins really said nothing. Well, he did and he didn't.
No, he did. He set up the night. He set up the night by saying he did not need the Vision. He chose the Vision. That was like a little shot there, right? A little thing that set up the night that you probably didn't pick up on but if you go back and watch it, knowing what happened at the end, you'll pick up on it.
Yeah, a good setup. Dominic returned against Penta. I like the way he won the
what phenomenal work by Dominic Mysterio using that hammer. Dude, the level of creativity in that match of like putting the hammer in the shoe, 619, bro. Dominic's operating on a whole nother level than everybody else at this point. I can't wait till he wrestles John Cena and he tries to cheat, and Cena goes, "Your uncle did this to me." No, I already know what this is about. You ain't doing it.
Yeah, if that's a match, if that's a match, it's been rumored. If that's a match for Survivor Series, I
think probably Cena wins.
He only has one more match after that, so does he win and then?
Yeah,
Gunther takes a title from it.
I think he wins. What if he loses to Gunther and Gunther gets his Intercontinental title back?
Yeah. Rhea over Kairi Sane, Bronson Reed over Jimmy Uso. Two very not skippable matches, but what really happened in this?
Nothing.
Bayley, Lara Valkyria over Roxanne Perez, Raquel Rodriguez. Okay. And we're already at the main event. That's all. CM Punk defeat Jey Uso and LA Knight to get number one contendership. Probably at Saturday night's main event. And then, yes, the only really big thing that happened on Raw, out comes a Vision, takes out Punk, Braun Breaker spear, Bronson Reed with a tsunami. Yeah, again, I'm not sure if this is a work, no idea, because we'll find out. Saturday night's main event. I'll say mid-card for Raw. If it hadn't been for the ending, it's skippable Raw.
Makes sense.
Very quickly, NXT. So Ricky Saints comes on out, Trick Williams on the Tron. Your first match of the night, Josh Briggs knocks off Matt Cardona. Woo, woo, woo. You know it.
Yeah, it was a little shocking to me, but Matt's always putting people over, so that's fine.
El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr. over Lexus King. Out comes Ethan Page, sets up a match. Dead match for Halloween Havoc next week. Blake Monroe defeats Zarya. Anything to add here or now?
I love Blake Monroe.
I don't know how this happened, but they got DQ'd. Anyway, Chase U, The Culling, Hank and Tank got DQ'd because OTM got involved. It's a triple threat. There is no DQ, but whatever.
Yeah,
whatever. And your main event, so Tatum Paxley win a Battle Royal match to go on to face JC Jane next week at Halloween Havoc. Yeah, big win for her. I can't see her getting it done. What's your
I agree.
thoughts of Tate winning?
It's fine, right? I agree with you. I agree with you. I don't think she's going to get it done. There's no story. There's no story to be told there.
Very quickly, Evolve, talking about your guy, Jackson Drake, retain against Bryce Donovan. I presume you're going to have Keanu Carver take the title. I don't know, but we'll see. Keanu Carver, he's a former American football player, I think. I don't know. I don't know his past. Tate Wilder over Brooks Jensen in a bull rope match. And in your main event, Kendall Gray, your brand new Evolve Women's Champion, taking the title away from Kelly Armstrong. Cool. I personally like Evolve. I'll say an opener. SmackDown saw Nick Aldis in the ring. Out come Cody Rhodes and said nothing. This was skippable. What did he actually say in this promo?
He didn't say anything.
Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, still your women's tag team champions against Sol, Ruka, and Zarya. This was a good match. They hadn't when Sol hit that Sol Snatcher, I thought she's got it here, but no. Ilya Dragunov retaining, looking in great shape, and is your brand new United States champion, snatching that title away from Sami Zayn, but then immediately got took out the MFTs, bringing out the White at 6. Your thoughts on these two matches? Charlotte and Alexa retaining and Ilya winning the title.
I thought the Ilya winning the title was awesome. I do think you're now getting away from the US Open Invitational, so now you're being fucking stupid, right? Because why bring it back to in a few weeks? That's typical WWE Vince McMahon booking. I don't like it, but I love Dragunov. I'm waiting for the moment that Dragunov and Gunther go at it again. I keep waiting. Like it's got to happen again. So I'm excited whenever that happens again. But I thought it was a good. I thought it was good. But again, except for the main event situation towards the end, I don't quite know what's going on here because Drew's a heel and Cody did a heel move, trying to understand, and I don't think they know. So we'll figure it out. We'll see.
So very quickly, Motor City Machine Guns over Los Garzas. This was just a win for them. Make me nothing. They still feel like just another tag team on the roster, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yes, the main event, Cody Rhodes. Okay, Drew McIntyre. Okay, Drew won by DQ, even though it wasn't really a match. The bell rang, so he won by DQ. So if they're doing Drew, Cody again at Saturday night's main event, Drew has to win. He cannot keep losing and losing and losing and losing. If it's Drew, Cody again in a couple of weeks' time, give that title to Drew. Otherwise, just So for the Ilya win, I'm going to say
that was a main event. That match.
Okay, for the entire show, if Ilya hadn't won, it would have been a.
Oh, probably it was a.
I don't know.
Mid card at best.
But yeah, the main event title picture, just what a mess. But I'm going to play another quick final ad. I'm going to get into some predictions, bit of promotion, then we're done here. I should have to do it in 5 minutes or so, but let me play this.
You got 10 minutes.
Thirteen matches. 13 matches on the card. Oh God. Anyway, yes, and they follow me, do all of that, like, subscribe, share, do all of that cool stuff. So let's get into 13 matches with this. So there is the somewhere.
I think for our predictions league, I added the extra matches, so I get double points, and I win. So continue.
So yeah, there is the. Oh no, that isn't the card. That's the next show coming up. Wrong thing. That's the card right there.
Yep.
Somewhere. So there's a card right there. 13 matches. So
Pepper me. Let's go.
very quickly speed through these. So, God, very quickly. It'll take like half a second here. They get value for money. They get 4 matches on the pre-show. That's good. How many matches did you get on the WWE pre-show? 0. So that is good. I'll say that is good.
I mean,
anyway,
how many matches did you get on the WWE show? 4 matches. Continue.
FTR, Jet Speed, FTR.
Great. It's gonna be a great match. FTR is gonna win.
Eddie Kingston and Hook versus a tag team to be announced. Eddie Kingston and Hook.
Yep. Also gonna be. It's gonna be like that probably will lead off the pre-show.
Holly Cameron and Willie Nightingale versus Megan Bayne and Penelope Ford. I'll say
Megan
the heel. Yeah.
Yep. Megan Bayne.
Roderick Strong and the Conglomeration taking on the Death Riders. I'll say the Death Riders. I don't know.
Death Riders too. Yeah, I'll go with them too. It's fine. But again, that's you get that right there. That's a SmackDown.
Yeah. Mercedes Moné. We already know who's winning this, but Mercedes Moné Open Challenge. Mercedes Moné.
Interesting to me. Where is this in? What town is this in?
Oh God, St. Louis, Missouri.
I don't know any wrestlers in St. Louis.
Randy Orton.
It's gonna be Kim. What's his wife's name? Her.
Kim Orton. Yes.
Kim Orton. If you're gonna be honest with you, if this was in Toronto, you know what I would have said? Beth Phoenix.
Beth Phoenix. I presume because this is a guess of former WWE, but who that former WWE is, I don't know. Might not be. No idea. Don't care. But Mercedes Moné retains.
Yeah, we might care. It might be good. The match will be good. There's a reason why the match will be good. I'm interested to see who that might be. I don't think that it's obviously Mercedes is going to retain. She's got 10 belts. Continue.
Hurt Syndicate, the Demand. I'll say the Demand.
I think back to the Hurt Syndicate this time. Remember, I was saying they're going to get their win back. That's that one.
Jimmy Hater, Thekla.
Yeah, Thekla. I like that. That's a good bet there.
Brodito versus Don Callis family. I think.
Okay, so this is where we all differed. Okay, I saw that thing. So when you have Takeshita and Okada together, when you know inevitably they're going to break up, I give them the title. It's very WWE booking 2015. I think they beat them, have the titles for a little bit, and set up for. I don't think that's a Full Gear match. Well, Full Gear, by the way, will be taking place in New Jersey, 35 minutes from me. I don't even think I'm going because I'm working a GCW show at the American Dream Mall that day, so I don't think I'm going to go. Though I did go last year, so that's like game time decision. But I think they win the title.
I think they break up. I think this is a match to break up in, but we'll see. Where are we? Oh, Kyle Fletcher, Mark Briscoe for the title.
Kyle Fletcher. Continue.
Jurassic Express versus the Young Bucks winner receives $500,000. Jurassic
Express. Not real, Jurassic Express.
Chris Statlander, Tony Storm. Chris Statlander to retain.
Statlander, but we all love Tony Storm, obviously.
Samoa Joe, Hangman Adam Page. Adam Page to retain.
Obviously. I think Hangman wins. I do think we get a returning MJF at the end of the show. And I think that sets up for Full Gear. MJF loves his Full Gears, especially since it's close enough to Manhattan, to Long Island, where he's from. And I think that MJF wins the title again at Full Gear.
And you've got Darby Allin, John Moxley in an I Quit match. This will be crazy. This will be good. This will be
it'll
mayhem.
be crazy. I think that's probably going to be Mox saying I quit. Mox is very good in these I Quit matches. I think he's very good. He had a match with, who did he have a match with recently? It was like a I Quit match with somebody. With Will Ospreay. Was it with Will Ospreay?
I don't know.
It was with Swerve.
For a while, isn't he?
What?
Isn't Will Ospreay out? Didn't he get taken out?
Maybe it was with Hangman. Was it with Hangman? Something. It was a good match. It was a good match. So, yeah, but it'll be a card that goes till 8 o'clock in the morning.
Very quickly, we've got double.
Let's say so it's on Saturday.
We've got double predictions, so we'll do that very quickly now with this one. So next week's Halloween hat. So okay, we'll do this. We'll play this. So yes, I've not got the card because there is no card yet, but I do have just
there's no card
picture here.
Way.
Well, there is, but there's no picture like there is for AEW. So I'll just put up that. So it's next week's Halloween Havoc. So it's going to be, I think they made it official on SmackDown, or they said it was official. Blake Monroe, Sol Ruka for the Women's North American title.
Blake Monroe wins it. They're going to play up the They're going to play up the knee hurting.
Yeah, I'm very quickly. I know we've got like 2 minutes here, and I'm very quickly. Is it on? Is it official? Yes, it is. So we've got no stipulations for one match. I presume we'll get that on next week's NXT. Anyway, Ethan Page, Dr. Wagner Jr., Day of the Dead match for the men's North American title. Ethan Page to retain.
Ethan Page.
The Hardy Boys delete Dark State for the tag team titles. Hardy Boys retain.
Hardy Boys.
JT James retain Paxi. JT James retains.
JT James.
And Ricky Saints, Trick Williams. Ricky Saints retains.
Ricky Saints retains, and that's it. And that's what we got today, boys and girls.
But very, very quickly before we head out here, we've got just 1 extra minute just to tell you guys what's coming up, what Sean's got coming up, what I've got coming up with. Let's quickly do this with this. So that is right. Yes, Wrestling Day's out, and I'm just going to speed through this as quick as I possibly can. So I did go through this last weekend. Good show. Yeah, that's all I'm really going to say. Just good show. I've got coming up this one next weekend, so ahead of how I got this and then Halloween Havoc. So that's the next show I'm off to. But we promoted it earlier. We'll promote it again quickly this next weekend. Get yourselves to it, guys, if you're in that area. Be a great Halloween show. The Sandman, Zilla Fatu, Hollywood Haley J, Zach Clayton of TNA fame, I suppose, I guess. But yeah, that should be a great show.
Former Hog Tag Team Champions main event that just lost their titles to the Hardys, and obviously I'm going to be there. Hollywood Sean Gold going to be in character right in the next 30 minutes. And if you guys are going to be second place in silver, don't talk to me about gold.
I like that catchphrase. Very, very good catchphrase. But yes, thank you to all that have watched tonight. Do look out for my Wrestle Dream shorts. I'll be covering, well, giving my opinion on certain matches, certain results. So look out for those. We'll see you guys.
Ricky will be watching that. It'll be 4:30 in the morning.
And I don't pay for the pay. If I had to pay for the AEW pay-per-views, I wouldn't be. I'd find a free way to watch them. Again, like you've said, they aren't worth paying for. They're just,
I can't do it tonight. We just had a pay-per-view. I can't do it.
And you've got a Full Gear next month. World's End at the end in December. Yeah. Just too many. Anyway, thank you to all for watching. Like, subscribe, and always remember that Ricky J brings a British bite to the fight.